Hi there. Day 11 of the DCT 28 digital detox. How's it going? How is it going? Sometimes, sometimes during a 28-day anything, it can get very predictable. And today I was going to talk about taking out your notepad and writing inside your strengths and pondering over, observe, and allow. So over the last 10 days, what have you got right? And then I thought about that and I thought, what have I got right? I don't really like that question. What have I got right? And I'm not sure strengths is really it. In fact, I'd like to think of another word apart from strengths, maybe epiphanies, although that wouldn't fit the SWOT. I get it. But maybe shift. I have noticed an extremely profound shift that I didn't expect. And that is my relationship with this thing. This thing has been a companion of mine. It's got everything on it. And it goes everywhere with me, or it did. And we've gone through a shift together, me and this one. Helped in part, I have to say, by using this quite nice box that I bought for this one. And inside, beautiful lining. I don't charge my phone at night now. I will charge it during the day, which means it's out of commission, which is great. So at night, I just turn it off. But I put everything in here, goes in here. And once it's in its box, it becomes something else. It becomes something else to me. And my approach, and this is just me, my observations. I really would love to hear your observations, but my strength is my shift. My shift has been that I no longer appear to be able to lose myself in a spiraling doom scroll. I just don't. I just can't. Something has shifted for me. The other thing I've been doing, and I'm going to share this with you guys today, is that I've been using these little tea lights, these candles, and I put it in a bowl here. I mean, I think what we're talking about here with these props is the power of ritual. Okay, so when we shift, when we become more devotional, when we become more intentional, when we become more at present because we've removed the distraction, it can be technology, it can be anything, people, places, things. What naturally happens is we open up back into our default human behavior, and that is we're creatures of ritual. And our rituals and habits used to be sacred. So habits never used to be a terrible thing. It used to be something that we did, we scheduled, and there was a spiritual payload. There was a communal payload. There may have been a religious payload, but there was some reason why we did things on a regular basis, not just to mark the calendar. So in the morning, when I read my morning book now, I don't go straight to my phone. That's another thing shifted, is I put my candle on and I'll have it burning beside me as I read my word of the day, and I sit and I make some notes. I do some journaling around that. And that has really changed everything, absolutely changed everything for me. So I want to share that, and I want to ask the question, what has shifted for you? Why are you doing this? Like, what are the reasons why you have come to this playlist at this time, to this video? What is calling you? Where do you think that's coming from? And in the past, and I don't mean to sound personal because I'm asking myself this question as well. What have you been running from? What have you been escaping from? Is there something in your life that needs to be looked at? Is there something in your life that needs to be sorted out? That's the shift. So under strengths, let's put strengths in parentheses on our SWOT. But I would like to move forward with SWOT being the S being shift. What has shifted for you? And I suspect as we wind through this 28 days, because I often get information in real time that is nothing to do with the script that I've got sitting in front of me. When I say script, I mean, I write out some notes the night before when I think about what I'm about to talk about. But sometimes it's just, I just want to tear it up because it really, it doesn't matter. I don't want this to be like any other program. I want it to be individual, like you are an individual. I want it to be individuated. So share what has shifted for you. If you're shy, you don't have to be too personal in the comments. You could share generally, just something you've observed. But it's important that we share what is happening. So think about that today. Day 11, my strengths, my shifts. Now I want to talk a little bit more about deep coherence technique. Now, I usually, because I'm in my office and I'm sat at my desk, I usually do this sitting down when I'm doing a recording. Now, what I'm going to be doing at some point next year in spring is I'm going to be going to a studio, a real studio, and I'll be teaching live, and I'll be doing DCT as I do it when I'm not doing a program. So what I normally do is I try to be outside. I try to have my bare feet on the ground. I have even done DCT laying on my back on the grass, doing a grass angel. They're moving like that, moving my legs. And I'm curious to know how you do DCT, because I always say, you don't have to do what I'm doing. I'm just doing this because I'm sat in a chair. So how do you do DCT? Do you want to send me a video? Do you want to tell me what you do? I'm really curious to know how different movements affect the velocity of getting into deep coherence technique itself. Another thing that you can do is you can do it in moonlight. You can do it at night under the stars. You can do DCT in the rain. You can do DCT in the ocean. In fact, the ocean or a salt bath surrounded by natural light, by candles, is a very powerful way to boost the frequencies that are in the ether that you're pulling in, as well as generating your own. Remember, you're a Taurus, so it goes like this, Taurus field. You're constantly interacting with the ether, with your environment, with the greater quantum field. So DCT is there for you. It's not a rigid 5-step program. It is there for you to go deeper with. And this is the prequel to the DCT 28-day habit and reset your life, which is the one before the QCT, which is quantum coherence technique. So there's no end to how deep you can get with this. There's no ceiling. This is your journey with yourself, and it's about you getting to know your own biotechnology. Now, the reason that I do a mindful practice is not just to nicely finish off a little talk. It's because mindful practices that involve coherence and your electromagnetic field will always disrupt addiction. will always disrupt habits and programs and compulsive screen time. It's just the way it works, because a more powerful frequency, a more powerful, harmonic, coherent resonance will always override an incoherent, scattered signal. Always. Okay, let's get into practice. You are the shift. You are the shift, and you are continuously shifting. Let's get into vibrational resonance with each other. Be here with me now. Let's open up the signal. Become aware of your feet. And I mean, become aware of every part of your feet. The top of your feet, the toes, the nails, the ankle bones, the ball of your feet, the arch, the sides of your feet. Become aware of these very powerful parts of the human body, part of your biotechnology, that are calibrated divinely and perfectly to plug you in to an electromagnetic field that is known as the Earth's grid. And beyond that, to connect you to the Earth's core, boom, boom, where the Schumann resonance vibrates like the Earth's heartbeat. So by now, you should be quite familiar with what comes next, and that is that you feel the ground beneath your feet. Feel the ground beneath your feet. And as you do so, become aware of that network, glistening, silver or gold root system that is not just calibrated to wind and spiral down through all the layers of the earth, through the elemental kingdoms, to connect into the earth's core itself, but is in fact connected to all living things, great and small, visible, invisible. So just beneath the surface of the ground beneath your feet, you are in fact connected to everything. So feel that. Know that what is beneath you is solid and reliable and will never let you down. When we're grounded, we can't be pushed around. So get grounded. Dig in. You've now developed the infrastructure to do this, and you can do it for yourself. So once you lock in to the Earth's core, now pull that resonance up, that vibration. Feel the deep relaxation that comes with it, a familiarity, a sense of coming home, no matter where you're doing this. And feel that resonance rising up through the body, rising up through every organ, every fascia, every network, every cell is oscillating and buzzing with this resonance. Feel that as it rises and becomes more powerful. And when it reaches the mind, Everything goes still. Very good. Step number 1, we are grounded to the earth. Step number 2, we are going to illuminate the light body. Now, that is your etheric, energetic body. You can't always see it with the naked eye. You can sense it. And how we activate it is through prana breath work, breathing in the light codes from the cosmic center through the nose, holding for a couple of seconds, feeling that all over your body. And remember, you don't just breathe through this part of your body. Your entire body breathes. So if you want to see your entire body breathing right now, try it. Deeply drink in prana life force from the quantum field itself and illuminate your light body. 5 breaths. Very good. Step number 2 is complete. Light body has been activated. Step number 3, we're going to prime our grounded electromagnetic field. We're going to prime our grounded, light activated electromagnetic field. Now you use your hands, you can also use your feet, fingertips, palms. This is kinetic connection. This is coherence, cohering, integrating the torus field all around you. This is not empty space. This is sentient. So feel that space around you. Get to know the neighborhood. In time, you're going to get so sensitive that you're going to feel if anything is in your field that should not be there. Eventually, you're going to be doing this like satellite dishes, like tuning fork. There's a reason you have 5 fingers and palms. It's not just to grab things. You are a sophisticated You are a sophisticated piece of divine biotechnology. Sometimes when the codes come in, it's hard for me to get the words out because it becomes a language of vibration. And eventually I'd like to sit with you and just enjoy that silence. Very good. So as we prime our electromagnetic field, I like to see it change color. And I like to see it become a cobalt blue. I see it as that color because I see that as divine protection. Only letting in, like an immune system, only letting in what is for my highest good and rebuffing, like a shield, anything that does not belong or should not trespass and attach itself to me energetically. It's a good clearing technique. Very good. Step number 3 is complete. Electromagnetic field is primed. Primed for what comes next. A very sacred act. Put your hands together. Step number 4, we're going to activate, open, resurrect the powered I am that. I am that. I am. This is the divine in residence, and it resides in the Holy of Holies in the heart chamber. So very gently open your hands as though you're opening a door, when in fact you are. You are opening within the safety of your primed electromagnetic field, the Holy of Holies, where your inner light, your Shekinah light shines. This is your inner sun, S-U-N, the rising sun within us all. But it's also the resurrected sun, the child of God. And as we open up like this, the 9 call this unfolding. You unfold out like a fan, like peacock feathers. You reveal yourself in your true glory. Now see in your mind's eye, feel that holy divine spirit pouring out in all directions. Feel the magnificence of who you are. You are not a label. You're not a name. You are infinite and unlimited. So see the sun rising in your electromagnetic field, filling it with golden light, activating, purifying, and sanctifying. Powered I am. Now today we're going to go to step 5, and we're going to hold stillness, maybe for a minute or 2. Because once we have unfolded as the empowered I am, and we're grounded and protected within our own electromagnetic field, it is safe to open up to the cosmos. So we're going to open up now through the enlightened mind, step number 5, through the vortex. I call this the power of 9. They're the beings that I work with. We're going to run that beam of light code, laser, bright, brilliant light of truth down into the heart. And then the heart expands it out. And this is what this means. It's not a religious thing. So we're going to expand out that light now through the heart. And remember, this light synthesizes with the Holy Spirit, with your primed electromagnetic field, with your light body, with your biotechnology, with the resonance of the earth. It synthesizes, and that is what causes coherence. So we don't have lots of scattered frequencies running in our field. We have one carrier wave, and we call that deep coherence. So you can see it as a ripple on a still lake. You can see it as a waveform. It doesn't matter. What matters is you feel it. So feel that expanding out in all directions. Now, this is not confined to us. So when it gets past your electromagnetic field, let go and let God. because coherence will continue to run for you all day long. It'll be a ripple that ripples out and affects everybody in your path and affects every event in your day. So remember, it doesn't just affect other people, it's going to run for you in your day. So notice what you notice. We're becoming students. We're becoming observers of the quantum field. We're not subject to it. We're not victims of it. We are co-creators. So let's hold stillness. The more you surrender to the silence and the stillness, the more powerful you become. So day 11. What is your shift? Write it down. Think about it. Meditate on it. Embody it. Because real change comes when you become the shift. And everything else has to adjust, including technology. Because the frequency we run is more powerful than the frequency of technology, no matter how quantum their computers are. They are not plugged into source like you are. So remember who you are. So it is. Have a beautiful day. And I will see you for day 12.